Stuffed peppers are part of traditional Spanish cuisine, especially in the Basque Country. It was Christopher Columbus who first brought bell peppers to Spain in 1493. Shaped like bells, he named them bell peppers, and the name has stuck. To make stuffed bell peppers, you'll need a pound and a half of good quality ground beef, 3 sweet Italian sausages, 3 large bell peppers, 2 cloves of garlic, 2 cups of pre-cooked white rice, a half a cup of chopped onion. You'll also need some herbs of Provence, cracked pepper, and salt, about a teaspoon of each, 2 green onions, 2 eggs, a half a cup of tomato sauce or a marinara sauce, and breadcrumbs. Your first step is to prepare your peppers. I've done a rough chop on my onions and my green onions, and now I had a little bit of leftover pepper from the top of my peppers that I'm just slicing up, and we're going to saute all of these vegetables together. You want to take the top off of your peppers, and then you want to clean all of the inner out of it. You want to save this part of the pepper, and you're going to chop that and add it to your saute. Our oil is ready, and it's time to add our beautiful peppers and onions to the saute. Stir them around, get them nicely coated with the oil. I'm grating 2 cloves of garlic into the vegetables that are sauteing nicely, and they smell wonderful. And while they're finishing cooking, I'm going to go get our peppers ready. I've cut my peppers in half, so I'll be making 6 stuffed peppers. You can stuff a whole pepper if you like, but our family prefers the half peppers. It's time to prepare our meat mixture, and the first thing I do, I like to take the castings off of the Italian sausages. So I remove the skin here, kind of put it aside. And now just with your bare hands, the best tool in the world, you just are going to plunge into this meat mixture and blend the sausage with the beef. Once you feel that you've got it well blended, it's time to add your seasoning. We'll start with cracked pepper, herbs of Provence, and salt. And again, just plunge your hands in to mix the seasoning. Our vegetables are beautifully sauteed, and of course you don't want to plunge your hand in there because you know that they're still pretty warm from the heat. But just mix them around to distribute them. And next, it's time to add your 2 cups of pre-cooked rice. You can see this is growing as with every addition, and that it really makes a generous amount of stuffing. You're going to mix your rice. It's time to add our egg and our tomato sauce. And again, you want to mix it thoroughly, and your best tool is going to be your hand. Since I always like to make all my ingredients when I can, I'm making my own breadcrumbs. You can also buy store-bought breadcrumbs, but breadcrumbs are so easy. I just throw pieces of old bread that I save into my food processor, grind it up, sprinkle it with olive oil, salt, and herbs of Provence, and toast them until they're where I want. And one final ingredient, about a half a cup of those beautiful breadcrumbs that you made. The other half will be used as a garnish when we finish off our peppers. Mix the breadcrumbs in, and now it'll be ready, time to stuff our peppers. This mixture made so much that I can tell there's going to be some leftovers, but it freezes nicely and can be held for another go round of peppers or turned into a meatloaf. Into the baking dish, another pepper. I love using these bright colored peppers. They're sweet, they're tasty, they're kid friendly. This whole generation of kids have grown up with these beautiful peppers, so they're not as afraid of peppers as my generation was. Our peppers are all stuffed, and there's a lot of meat mixture left over, so I'm going to freeze the remainder, and then next time we want stuffed peppers or meatloaf or something, I'll have it in the freezer. And I'm just taking my last cup of the remains of my last cup of breadcrumbs and just putting them on the top of my peppers. Putting 2 of these beautiful peppers on the baking sheet, and this is what we're going to be having for our dinner tonight. They will cook in a 400-degree oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. So what do you do with your 4 leftovers when they're just a family of 2? Well, these lovely styrofoam meat trays that we all get when we go to the grocery store are perfect for freezing these. I like to line mine with a piece of parchment paper and then just put my peppers onto the styrofoam tray, wrap it in foil, and freeze it. Bell peppers originated in Mexico, Central America, and South America. They didn't actually start growing commercially in the United States until 1912. But this delicious, flavorful, easy to make recipe is definitely a family favorite.